Hey, how you doing today? Today it's day 8. We're over 1,000 subscribers on the channel. More and more of you are reaching out to me, telling me how things are changing for you, how your mindset is evolving. You're thinking more positively. You're thinking about winning. I love it. It's fantastic. It gets me boosted. I could barely go to sleep last night. I was so excited from hearing all the good news. That's all I want to do here. I just want to help people, and I'm glad you're taking this 30-day journey with me. It's just day 8. I started this last Friday. I never thought I'd be here this Friday. Had that terror barrier that we all get. You know, hey, I get nervous too. I have success in my life, but I still get nervous, but it's working out. As you can see, things are getting a little better every single day. The videos are getting a little better. I'm getting a little more comfortable. I love it. This is changing me. It's fantastic. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but I want to tell you something, and it's from the heart. You are important. You're so important. And I want you to know that you are not any of the negative things that you think about yourself. People like you more than you think. And it's possible that a lot of your problems are just the result of overthinking. We need to calm down, we need to relax, and we logically need to think things through. You know, with the media and with TV, everything's negative. I turned on the news the other day on YouTube. I turned it off. It was nothing but negativity. Everybody slows down for a car accident. I'm not interested in that. And we don't have TV in our house. I want to talk to you about that. The brain actually, let me back up here a little bit. What I want to talk to you about is the brain. The brain has 2 levels, okay? It has your conscious thinking, and that's what you think with. That's what you make decisions with. Your conscious. It's when you think of something or there's activity going on in the brain. That's your conscious brain, active and working. We also have a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the main control mechanism for our brain. That's where all our habits reside. A certain something happens to you, like maybe if you have a temper and somebody comes at you and you immediately react with anger and lash out, that's the subconscious mind. You're not thinking it through. If you were thinking it through, you wouldn't do that, right? So we have our subconscious mind is a sponge, and it has no it has no gatekeeper. Your conscious mind, you can logically think things through. So somebody says something negative to you, we have the ability to say, no, that's not true. That's not real for me. And we're thinking it through. And when you're thinking things through, your conscious mind is working. The subconscious mind accepts everything. Negative, positive, anything. You're watching the news on TV, the subconscious mind's eating it up. And it impacts your behaviors and it impacts your involuntary reasoning. Think of it this way. Have you ever watched, there's a show that I watched a couple of times where people do crazy things for money. They'll walk across a tightrope, over a canyon, and whoever survives or gets across the fastest wins a specific amount of money. When they're climbing across that tightrope and then the camera looks down, my feet get a little sweaty. Now, I consciously know that I'm not on that tightrope and I'm not trying to walk across it, and I'm deathly afraid of heights, but, I know for a fact that I am not on that tightrope. However, my subconscious mind that accepts everything, negative and positive, sees that and immediately reacts. Now, the reaction from my subconscious mind causes my body to take certain actions. I get nervous, I get tightened up a little bit, and my feet get sweaty because I'm feeling anxiety from what's going on the television. Now, we all know I'm watching it on TV, but And there's no chance of me falling or anything like that. My conscious mind, my logical mind knows that, and I can reason that through, but my subconscious mind doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Whether it's real, fake, positive, negative, the subconscious mind will eat it up. So in our house, we actually don't have television. I do have a computer and the ability to watch YouTube or things like that, and we have the ability to access whatever's available on the internet. But because we are protective of our subconscious minds and we want to have success, we want to be positive, we want to have amazing outcomes and healthy bodies, I don't want negative things that I see on TV, like people being killed or crazy things going on that are negative in the world. Your subconscious mind eats that up, and I don't want that impacting my blood pressure, my body. I want to be healthy and feel good. So I read books, and I read positive books. I read books that have an amazing message, and I always have this book with me. We talked about this book yesterday. Several of you reached out and said, hey, tomorrow I'm going to go to the library and get that, or I found it on YouTube. A few people even sent me the receipt from ordering it, which is, I love it. You can see I'm giggling a little bit because it's amazing. I'm so excited that people are being proactive and taking accountability for who they are and trying to grow and measure and have incredible success. So this also kind of carries over into music as well. Do you ever wonder why when you watch a movie about rich people, they always listen to classical music, or when you think of somebody who has success or wealth in their life, you think of them going to the orchestra, and listening to the classical tunes. We listen to a lot of classical music in our house, and here's why. Because music, it programs you. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. When you sit around and listen to music about smoking marijuana or drinking alcohol or a bad relationship, your subconscious mind eats that up. It's building actionable tendencies in your body and for you to actually access at specific times in your life where you're not logically thinking, and you just you move forward and take actions that you wouldn't normally do if you were thinking. And we want to think, right? So what I'm going to recommend is that this weekend, take some time away from the TV. Think about the music that you're listening to. Listen to some upbeat, maybe some relaxing upbeat pop music, or relaxing upbeat country music, or R&B that's upbeat and positive and talks about, achieving. Listen to good things. Let good things flow into your mind like energy. It'll change you like night and day. When I was younger and I used to drink alcohol, I go out and have a beer, and what I want to listen to, country music that sang songs about drinking. And, it just kind of proved to me that, hey, this is a real thing. This really happens. And I want to kind of convey to you that we need to monitor our thoughts. We need to monitor what goes into our mind, because our mind absorbs everything. And even if you're not logically thinking it through and using your cognitive mind to think things through, the conscious part of our brain, I want you to know that it's absorbing everything around you. So that's one of the reasons why we want to stay positive. We want to try to stay upbeat, and feel good, feel energetic. When somebody's positive and they're living a good life and they're successful, you can see it. You can see it in the way they walk. You can see it in the way they talk, or hear it in the way they talk. You see it too. They're probably got a big old smile on their face, right? So you can always tell when somebody's got good things going on in their life, and you can have good things too. It doesn't matter where you came from, what your upbringing is, what your current economic status is. None of that matters. And I don't give a damn about any of that, because none of it matters. You can change it, and you could change it like night into day. Absolutely 100%. And that's what we're working on here. I'm trying to show you and tell you some things that you can do to switch things around, turn things around. Now, I'm telling you that this knowledge can change things for you, and the activities that I have you engaged in are going to change things for you. You've probably already seen some changes and differences. If I want to be a baker, I go out and I learn or put information into my supercomputer about baking. And then what happens? I have the ability to bake. If I want to be a chef, I go out and I get knowledge about being a chef. I put it in my supercomputer, and then guess what? I'm cooking. And I tell you what, if I went out and learned how to cook, I would be a fantastic cook. I'm not one now, but this all carries over into if you want to be successful, go out, get some success knowledge, put it in your supercomputer, and guess what you're going to get? You'll get the same thing you'd get in any other circumstance. You learn the right things, you utilize the right tools, and you get exactly what it is you were looking for. And I know right now, with you hanging out with me, you're looking for some success, and that's what we're going to get. Remember, friends, I want you to get this book. Start reading it. We're going to talk about it a little bit together. We're only on day 8. We have a long ways to go. I want you to know that there's nothing more at this time and at this moment than the gratitude that I have for the fact that you're with me, and I want you to know that I care about you. I want you to have a fantastic weekend. Remember, read your list in the morning when you get out of bed. Read it at night. Throw away the piece of paper you had yesterday that said, today is going to be the best day of my life. Write down 7 separate times, today is going to be the best day of my life. And you know what it's going to be? I'm prepping you for something big. I have another task that's coming up here that all of this is just going to kind of come together in one present, and you're going to say, aha, I totally get it. I see why Doug had me doing that. I see why Doug recommended that. I see why Doug told me that, because now here we are. It's all coming together, and it's going to be fantastic. We're going to go through the full 30 days. I'm going to help you. Reach out to me if you need anything. I'll do the best I can to be there by your side. I believe in you, and I just want you to remember, you are none of the negative things that you think about yourself. You are none of those things. It's overthinking that's causing you to put that disbelief in your mind. You can do anything, and I believe in you because I used to be somebody who suffered from depression, anxiety, this, that, and the other thing. And you know what? I put the right information in my computer. My computer stopped giving me those outputs and started giving me the types of results that I wanted, just because I changed the information and the input in my environment that was going into my computer. And we're going to have a wonderful weekend. Stay away from the TV a little bit this weekend. Listen to some better music, something a little more upbeat, and just do it for the weekend. And on Monday, I bet you're going to be a totally different mindset. You're going to be refreshed. They call it the weekend, because most people are weekend by the end of the week the end of the weekend because we go out drinking, we go out doing all these things, and let's make some better decisions. Okay, just try to maybe remember how much fun it was to stay at home and play cards or play a board game. Those are great activities, and they're a lot of fun. And I bet if you went back and tried to do them again, you'd remember how much fun you had doing them when you were a kid. Doesn't cost any money to play board games. And then at the end of the weekend on Monday morning, your bank account has money in it still. You're feeling good from all the positive things you've been doing. We're going to talk tomorrow. We're going to talk on Sunday, and it's going to be wonderful. So friends, remember to start reading your book if you can. You're going to love it. It's the right information that we put into our minds that gives us the right results. And I have 2 other books that we're going to go through over this 30-day period. We have some other activities we're going to engage in. Read your book. If somebody approaches you with some negativity or a tough situation comes up that it's just got you down, step away, take a deep breath, and read 7 times over. Pull out your piece of paper, whether it's in your pocket or nearby, and just say, today is going to be the best day of my life. Read that 7 times. It'll change everything here. This is where everything resides. All your results, everything you have in your life starts here. Starts as an idea. I believe in you. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I'm actually taking my family to see the Broadway play Cats tonight. I've never seen it. I'm looking forward to it. I have a child that has her birthday coming up in a couple days, and it was her wish to go and see that. So really looking forward to it. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. Do some fun things. Hug your family. They love you. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care, my friends. Have a wonderful day. Today's going to be the best day of your life.